You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it don't add up, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense to do it. You can do all of that. You can do all of that stuff, but if you don't have your business right, if you don't know how to conduct business, it ain't gonna make sense. You're gonna be at the end of the day with your talent. You're gonna be at the end of the day counting your money, and you're gonna be flipping it over and counting it again like Chris Rock and fucking. I try to watch my mouth. And Friday, remember Big Worm? He turned the money over and people was counting it. Like, why didn't I get? Why only? Because you may have only cut 3 people. You've been, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, man. You got to work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
Smarter is, all right, I'm going to, hopefully it only take you 30 minutes each client. You can't spend all day on somebody. I'm not saying to rush through them. Don't be done as soon as they sit down.
Correct.
And a lot of times what we do, what I've done before, you got to go up with inflation.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't going up with inflation. You can't be worried about losing somebody because you're going up. I'm not saying you're going to go up every week. Business. I would say business.
Yeah.
I really would say business because, talent without the business side, you're going to be up that creek without a paddle. You can have time. You can look at whatever. You can look at anybody out here. Rick Ross, whoever. You can think about whoever. You can have talent, but if you don't have a business mind to do certain things, you stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You stuck all day. I used to wonder, like, I remember a time where I would be calculating stuff, and I'm like, man, it just don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all this stuff. It might not add up because your price is not right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You may be shorting yourself. A lot of times we short ourselves because we want to keep certain people. But on the flip side of that, the same person that you shorten yourself for providing the service, if you went on their job, they're gonna charge you the whole thing, whatever it is. They're gonna charge you the whole thing. So I'm not saying overcharge people. Recognize your worth. Charge that.
I
You
look at.
gotta go
I
ahead. I'm listening.
apologize. I don't mean to cut you off,
Nah,
but
you cool.
sticking to the conversation that we have right now, I feel like you're speaking on when you move up in your price, or when you're adding on. Do you look at it as far as what you add on to your service, or do you just look at it like, I'm not saying that the razor, the enhancement, and all that. I'm just giving you my full cost, and when I service you within the service, I ask you what you want in that, but it's still the accurate price. It's still gonna be 60, even if you cancel out some of the service that I put in to get up to my price point. Do you do
Oh,
it
I
like?
see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I charge. I charge for what I do.
Okay.
It has to be like that. If you go to, if you go anywhere else, if you go to Ruth's Chris, I ain't even gonna say Ruth's Chris. If you go to McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
and you get, I don't eat at McDonald's, but if you go to McDonald's and get a double cheeseburger meal, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that come with it. The drink, the fry, and the sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to give you nothing. If you go to McDonald's and you want the whole meal and you just get the double cheeseburger, they're not going to give you, just because you pull up, they're not going to give you the fries and the drink. You got to pay for it. So why would you expect me to do all of this stuff? And you know what I'm saying? I think it's universal when folks do this, because I cut people from all over that been, I've been different places. But you always have some folks that be like, they get in the cut. Just Just shake me up. Can you do that? You almost done. Can you do this? Do you mind just going, just smoothing everything down? Just
Mm-hmm.
the loose ends. Brother, if I'm going over your whole head, that's a whole cut. Brother,
Correct.
if I'm doing your beard, I'm going to charge you for that.
Correct.
The nickel or dime effect. Don't do that. I mean, I'm not telling nobody what not to do. Me personally, I'm not doing it because if I provide a service, I'm going to charge for it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I come into the shop 5 a.m., you're not gonna just slide me what you feel I'm worth. In order for me to get you at that time, we both gotta be uncomfortable because you're gonna be uncomfortable with this price. But if you want that cut at 5 in the morning, or even even if I even if it's before or after hours, I charge more before and after hours.
Exactly.
On top of it's a price for that on top of the haircut.
Exactly.
If you don't show up, you can tell me that you're sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to charge you a fee if you want to rebook with me. If you want to rebook with me, you're gonna have to smack this dub or whatever on top of the haircut that you're getting. It
Correct.
has to be that way because time, my time is worth something. All of us, that's one thing that all of us can't get back is time. The
Yeah.
time you waiting on somebody, and I never understood that. I never understood that. I never understood like you're gonna turn down a client that's in front of you, waiting for somebody that's coming. You might wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes for somebody who's coming. If they giving me double, I wait for them. But if they still want to slide you the same thing that they slide you, I don't know what the prices is out there or whatever case may be. But if they're gonna hold up 2 slots just to pay you one time, that's a problem. I don't believe that makes sense to me. I'm not doing it. And sometimes all of us we have to. You're gonna have to stick to your guns because people will come and try to connive and do different things. Man, get what you worth, man. I'm all for a person getting what they worth. I had a barber. I just, he's an older guy, and he asked me to. He had finally got a website, his own website, and I
Yeah.
went on a website, and the first thing I noticed, his prices was like in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe that you're doing all of this stuff for this little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? If you're providing all these services and hot towels and lather machines and the razor and all of these extra things that you're doing, but you only charging $20, that doesn't make sense to me. Razors cost money. Like I don't have to use a razor on you after I shake you up.
Exactly.
That's extra.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to put a hot towel on you either. That's extra.
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff is incorporated in my price. If you know what I'm saying, if I talk to you and you sit in my chair and we already had a conversation about having a clean canvas, and you come back and it's not clean, it's, two things gonna happen. I'm either gonna have to charge you or you're gonna have to rebook because
Correct.
I don't have the time to. All you can do is just shampoo me. That's you right, but I don't have enough time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You only got in this block of time. You're only scheduled to do this to get this service, not this and the shampoo. That's on you.
That's, I mean, 100 information that's being shared right now. And what I love about, like I said, having these conversations, you're giving out more detailed information to a lot of people, because I do this for students like myself. When I first got out of school, you learn what you need to learn from the book aspect, as far as like just passing the state board or doing the practical, which times have changed now. I don't know if they do that out in Maryland now. Have they changed the state board where the hours have shifted, and then the like for the state board, or they don't even have to take like the practical anymore. They just take the physical written exam. I don't know if you know anything about that out there in your location, but
I can't even speak on that. I don't even know.
yeah, so I know it's changed out here for that. So, like I said, I know it seemed like a lot of these students now are being rushed and being pushed out with not a lot of more detailed information. And I feel like at the end of the day, you learn more honestly once you're in the field. You're always going to be more efficient, more knowledgeable once you get in the field. But I try to have these conversations with like yourself, with people like you and other candidates that really share. It's good to have social media. It's good to have YouTube and see all these videos. But what else are they sharing, and what else are they giving out besides just a cut and showing you how to spray or how to line? Are they giving you detailed information of how to financially help you grow? Like what you're sharing, if you're doing all this, are you getting what you're worth? Are you timing yourself where you need to be in a time frame to get your client in and get your client out, so you can have that next client in your chair, so you can see the revenue, so you can see the growth, so you can start building your clientele, so you can start building your business and see your business flourish away and be something more than you ever thought it could be. So it's always a pleasure to have like yourself, you on here that speak in that form and giving out that information. And I know sometimes, we can look at the number when we're on here and, see maybe 4 people join or 2 people join or 3 people join, or the people that's on, like, one of the viewers right now was hashtagging other people to tune in and watch. And what I noticed, like after I post this, it goes up. It goes up from 25 to 45 to 100 to 300 viewers that sit down and
Hmm.
watch this. And then when I ask, talk your barber shit, is it something that you want me to continue doing? Is it knowledgeable? Is it helpful? And then I hear people reach out and go, I love your platform. I love the guests that you have on there. I love when Leon said this. I love when Leon said that. I took something out of that I put in myself to help my business grow, and I could see myself doing much better than I was doing a month ago. Um, let's talk about more of like your market.